Welcome to Lesson 8 on Chemical Energy, and this is for Activity 8.4, Chemical Energy Transformations. So our learning target for today is we're going to investigate transformations of chemical energy into other energy types. So if you backtrack through the year, so far we've talked about kinetic energy, we've talked about gravitational energy, we've talked about elastic energy, we've talked about sound energy, we've talked about thermal energy. And now in this lesson, you were introduced to chemical energy. So now we've talked about chemical energy. So my expectation for you is that you're going to be able to identify energy transformations in some of the pictures I'm going to be showing you. Things to keep in mind. Let's look at these. When a person runs, swims, exercises, or jumps, where does that energy come from? How about this one? What type of energy does a running car have? Thinking about our bodies as systems, why is it difficult to exercise when you are very hungry? Why do cars stop when they run out of gasoline? Why can a car not run on water? And why do things with batteries stop running when the battery dies? So if you think about all these questions, they all have something to do with chemical energy. Can you figure out what it is? Now, the activity we're going to be doing today is pretty simple. If you look at page 90, it says procedures. For each of the phenomena shown in the projected images, indicate the energy transformations you identify. Explain your ideas in the third column. So here's the first phenomena we're going to look at. And so for the number, you got the number sign on the first row. Write down number 1. What's the phenomenon? What do you see? Well, it's also written right here for you. It's an engine, so write that underneath the phenomenon. So what I need you to do, what type of energy transformations is happening in this engine? So think about all the different energy types that I mentioned at the beginning of the video and that we've studied this year. What type of energy is being transformed to another type of energy? So what type of energy gets transformed, and then what does it get transformed into? So as a group, what I'd like you to do is talk about this. So the car engine, what type of energy transformations is happening? Then I want you to have just one sentence, one complete sentence. Why? What's your explanation? Why is that the energy transformation that's happening? So go ahead, pause the video, and complete phenomenon number 1. All right, so now you finish up number 1. So here's phenomenon number 2. So again, write number 2. And then the phenomenon, it's written right here, it's exercise. So what type of energy transformations do you see happening here? Now here's a little tip. Sometimes there might be multiple transformations, or one energy type might be transformed into multiple energy types. So keep that in mind. So what's the energy transformation, or transformations that you see? And just one sentence, what's an explanation? Go ahead, pause the video and complete this. All right, so you finished up the first 2 energy transformations. Here's the third one, so write number 3 down. The phenomenon is a watch, and it's the watch. You also see that you have a battery in there, so you figure out which one you want to talk about. So what energy transformations, or maybe you'll have multiple energy transformations taking place. And then a sentence as far as why, what's your explanation? So go ahead, pause the video and complete this. All right, now that you've had a chance to do the first 3, here's the last one. It's fireworks. So go ahead, write number 4, and the phenomenon is fireworks. So what type of energy transformations do you see happening here? Or what type of energy transformations do you hear here? Although you can't technically hear in this video, although you're listening to me, but that was just a hint for you. So what type of energy transformation or transformations do you have? And then just one sentence, what's your explanation as to why? Now once you finish up these, if you look at page 91, go ahead and answer the conclusion question. What is common among all these phenomena? And then answer the follow-up question. How does what you learned about chemical energy help you answer the driving question? Why do some things stop while others keep going? So why or what does chemical energy have to do with this driving question? Why do some things stop while others keep going? So go ahead, you should be able to get me a sentence, a good strong sentence or 2 for this answer. and make sure you're done with this complete activity so when we go over it in class, you are done and you're ready to go and you're ready to discuss the activity. As always, if you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher. Thanks.